मैंने वो एंटेना बदल दिया है।
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol
नाम संकीर्तन की
जय
प्रभुपाद की
जय जगन्नाथ विवारी शेषा हाँ माता जी आनंदिनी गोपिका देवी ठीक है फिर आप 15 मिनट्स करते हैं और माता जी आप करोगे विवारी शेषा करना है आपको
जगन्नाथ वाला
विवारी शेषा करना है माता जी मैं सोचा था जय जगन्नाथ वाला एक है कौन सा है वो
जय जय जय
चलेगा चलेगा क्या जय जय जगन्नाथ
जय जय जय
जय जय जगन्नाथ सची कल्याण बाबू स्क्रॉल कर लो ना
हरे कृष्णा नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य दिशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री द्वैत गदाधर श्री वसति गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे सर अपना बंद नहीं होगा ना
उधर नहीं आ रहा
ये बंद करके ना
अच्छा मेरे आप कर रहे हैं उधर भी देख सकती हूँ वैसे
नहीं ठीक है जय जय जगन्नाथ सच्चिदानंदन त्रिभुवन कोरे जा चरण वंदन जय जय
जगन्नाथ
सच्चिदानंदन त्रिभुवन कोरे जा चरण वंदन जय जय जगन्नाथ सच्चिदानंदन त्रिभुवन कोरे जा चरण वंदन जय जय
जगन्नाथ सच्चिदानंदन
त्रिभुवन को रे जा वंदन नीलाचल शंखा चक्र गदा पद्मधारा नीलाचल शंखा चक्र गदा पद्मधारा नदिया नगारे दंडा कमंडलुकारा नदिया नगारे दंडा कमंडलुकारा जय जय जगन्नाथ सच्चिदानंदन त्रिभुवन को रे जा चरणावंदन जय जय जगन्नाथ सच्चिदानंदन त्रिभुवन को रे जा चरणावंदन के हो बोले पूरा बेते रावण बदीला हो बोले पूरा बेते रावण बदीला गोलोके वैभव लीला प्रकाशा करीला गोलोकेरा वैभव लीला प्रकाशा करीला जय जय जगन्नाथ सच्चिदानंदन त्रिभुवन को रे जा चरणावंदन
जय जय जगन्नाथ सच्चिदानंदन त्रिभुवन को रे जा श्री राधार भावे बे गौरावतारा श्री राधा भावे बे गौरावतारा हरे कृष्णा नाम गौरा कोरिला प्रचारा हरे कृष्णा नाम गौरा कोरिला प्रचारा जय जय जगन्नाथ सच्चिदानंदन त्रिभुवन को रे जा चरणावंदन जय जय जगन्नाथ सच्चिदानंदन त्रिभुवन को रे जा चरणावंदन वासुदेव घोष बोले कोरी जोड़ा हाथ वासुदेव घोष बोले कोरी जोड़ा हाथ जय गौरा से कृष्ण से जगन्नाथ जय गौर Jagannatha.
Jayo Jayo Jagannatha Sachiranandana Tribhuvane kore ja Charanavana. 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 Charanavandana. Jai Gora Sei Krishna Sei Jagannatha. Jai Gora Sei Krishna Sei Jagannatha. Jai Gora Sei Krishna Sei Jagannatha. Jai
Gaura Shri Krishna Shri Jagannatha.
Jai Gaura Shri Krishna Shri Jagannatha.
Jai Gaura Shri Krishna Shri Jagannatha.
Jai Gaura Shri Krishna Shri Jagannatha. Shri Gaura Shri Krishna Shri Jagannatha. Jai Gaura Shri Krishna Shri Jagannatha. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
You will do Vibhavari Shesha? You will do? मुझे भी ऐसे ही था पता, माता जी का था, मैं वाला कर लेते because Krishna goes back. Translation. पढ़ो आप पढ़ो, ये वाला माइक दो ना, आ गया.
All glories to the dear son of Jagannath Mishra and Sachi Devi. All the three worlds offer prayers up to his lotus feet. In Neelachala, he holds the conch shell, disc, club, and lotus flower, while in the town of Nadia, he holds a sannyasi staff and a water pot. It is said that in olden times, as Lord Ramachandra, he killed the demon Ravana. Then later, as Lord Krishna, he revealed the splendorously opulent pastime of Goloka. It is he who has come, he has come. Oh, from Raja, he has come to Nadia. Accepting the mood and lustre of Sri Radha, he has come from Raja to Nadia. He has come. Now Lord Govinda, the cowherd boy, has come as Lord Gauranga. He has come distributing the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Vasudeva Gosha says with folded hands, he who is Gaura is who is Krishna, is who is Jagannatha.
Thank you. We will start. Hare Krishna, everyone. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Ram Ram. Hare Hare. So today we have our Grace Anandini Gopika Mataji among us. So she will be giving us the talk today. So we will get an opportunity to hear from her. As we all know, she's taking care of all the kids nicely. She does all the curriculum for our center kids along with other Matajis. They have a team and they are taking care of our kids. So today we have got this opportunity to hear from the teacher, right? Always we say we have to always learn from the teacher, right? And so let's welcome her by chanting Hari Bol 3 times loudly. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. And I want Minu Mataji to speak something about Anandini Gopika Mataji also.
It's an absolute honor and delight. And I, like J. Hari Prabhu said last time, we talked about the importance of the lotus feet of our exalted devotees. So she's one of the exalted devotee that I wish to acquire lotus feet, dust of the lotus feet. She's been amazing. She's been amazing role model, not just with the kids' classes, but her acharan overall as a devotee, as a senior devotee also. She will never accept that. You know, humility is thy name when it comes to Anandini Gopika Mataji, and we are blessed to have to learn from her. You know, we are very excited to hear what she has to share with us today. So, 3 big Hari Bols for Mataji.
Mataji is very, very kind. She is the most humble, most hardworking person who I ever know. Thank you. So, Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam, Jai Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to you. I feel blissful just being in this association. Nahi chal raha? Abhi? Hare Krishna. Okay. I would like to specially thank my mother-in-law for being here, Mummy ji. You know, I derive inspiration from her sweetness, from her humility. So thank you, Mummy, for coming. And I would also like to thank, I just saw him, His Grace Lalita Prasad Prabhu. We are so blessed to have him in our congregation. And, you know, he's always appreciative. He always says, I feel ecstatic seeing you. So thank you for coming, and everybody else. Thank you. So, I hope everybody had a wonderful Kartik. I feel like we were all in Vrindavan because we had such wonderful kathas in association of each other every day. So it felt non-different from Vrindavan. So now we have another beautiful occasion coming, and that is Gita Jayanti. So let us delve deeper into Bhagavad Gita. And today, Jai Hari Prabhu, thanks to him, he has given me a very hard task, but a very beautiful verse, 5.18. So we will speak about 5.18. I'm not qualified to speak, but I want to get your blessings to purify myself with speaking this. So we will start with our most beautiful Jai Radha Madhav Kirtan. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha
गिरिवरधारी कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन जमुना तीर बनचारी तीर बनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन जमुना तीर बनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी माधव कुंज बिहारी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gurudev ki jai. Okay, so chapter 5, we are going to start with reading the verse and then we will do the translation, we'll do the synonyms and then the translation. So chapter 5, we are doing the verse today, Karma Yoga. It's the 18th verse. This is one verse that if we can adopt in our life will be perfect. It is such a beautiful verse, and I really do not have qualification to do this, but I'm really hoping that when we absorb this verse, when we try to put it in practice, we will be able to achieve perfection. So let us delve into this. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Shuni Chaiva Shwapakecha Pandita Samadarshina
Prabhuji's, anybody would like to recite? Darshit Prabhu.
Vidya Vinaya Sampanne
Vidya Vinaya Sampanne
Brahmane Gavihastini
Brahmane Kavihastini
Suni Chaiva Swapake Cha
Shuni Chaiva Shvapake Cha
Pandita Samadarshina.
Pandita Samadarshina. Thank you, Prabhu. Anybody else from Prabhuji's? Lalit Prasad.
I'm trying to find it. Oh, I can't read that, it's too small. Vidya Vinaya Sampane
Vidya Vinaya Sampanne
Brahmane Gavihastimi
Brahmane Kavihastini
Suni Chaiva Swapake Cha
Shuni Chaiva Swapake Cha
Pandita Samadarshina.
Pandita Samadarshina. Thank you, Prabhu. Mataji.
Vina Vinaya Samparne
Vidya Vinaya Sampanne
Vidya Vinaya Samparne
Vidya Vinaya Sampanne
Brahmane Gavihastini
Brahmane Gavihastini
Suni Chaiva Swapake Cha
Shuni Chaiva Swapake Cha
Pandita Samadarshana.
Pandita Samadarshina.
विद्या विनय संपन्ने
Vidya Vinaya Sampanne
ब्राह्मणे गविहस्तिनि
Brahmane Gavihastini
शूनि चैव शपाके च
Shuni Chaiva Swapake Cha
पंडिताः समदर्शिनः.
Pandita Samadar. Thank you. Let us sing the or say the synonyms together. Vidya with education. Vinaya and gentleness. Sampanne fully equipped. Brahmane in the Brahmana. Gavi in the cow. Hastini in the elephant. Shuni in the dog. Cha and Eva certainly. Shwapake in the dog eater, the outcast. Cha respectively. Pandita those who are wise. Samadarshina who see with equal vision. Translation. The humble sages, by virtue of true knowledge, see with equal vision a learned and gentle Brahmana, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and a dog-eater outcast. Anybody would like to read the first slide of the purport? It has 3 slides.
Can read, Mataji?
Vinodhi is reading?
Sure.
Yeah.
Purport. A Krishna conscious person does not make any distinction between species or caste. The Brahmana and the outcast may be different from the social point of view, or a dog, a cow, and an elephant may be different from the point of view of species, but these differences of body are meaningless from the point of view of a learned transcendentalist. This is due to the relationship to the Supreme, for the Supreme Lord, by his plenary portion as Paramatma, to present in everyone's heart. Such an understanding of the Supreme is real knowledge.
Thank you, Vinodhi. Prabhu, you're reading?
As far as the bodies are concerned in different castes or different species of life, the Lord is equally kind to everyone because he treats every living being as a friend, yet maintains himself as Paramatma regardless of circumstances of the living entities. The Lord as Paramatma is present both in the outcast and in the Brahmana. Although the body of Brahmana and that of a outcast are not the same. The bodies are material productions of different modes of material nature, but the soul and the super soul within the body are the same spiritual quality.
Okay. And last slide for the purport. Anyone? Any takes?
The similarity in the quality of the soul and the super soul, however, does not make them equal in quantity, for the individual soul is present only in that particular body, whereas the Paramatma is present in each and every body. A Krishna conscious person has full knowledge of this, and therefore he is truly learned and has equal vision. The similar characteristics of the soul and super soul are that they are both conscious, eternal, and blissful. But the difference is that the individual soul is conscious within the limited jurisdiction of the body, whereas the super soul is conscious of all bodies. The super soul is present in all bodies without distinction.
Thank you, Darshit Prabhu. Let us say the Mangalacharan prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurun Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Sansajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swame Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshatarine He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanupste Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So 5.18 Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavi Hastini Shuni Chaiva Swapakecha Pandita Samadarshina. I think we should all memorize this verse if we haven't. And so the translation is, the humble sages, by virtue of true knowledge, see with equal vision a learned and gentle Brahmana, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and a dog-eater. So before I start, I would like to make a disclaimer that this verse talks about equal vision, and I am totally not qualified. I don't practice it, but I am hoping that by studying it and by speaking what our acharyas have said, you all Vaishnavas will bless me that I may be able to adopt this in my lifetime. So, all right. So before we discuss or zoom into 5.18, let us go into the gist of chapter 5 in one slide. So there are 5 things, and it starts first with Arjuna's question: Krishna, should I renounce or should I perform action which is superior? And Krishna says that both are equally good, but action in devotion is more practical and effective. Then Krishna talks about who is a yoga yukta vishuddhatma, which is a wise man, pure soul. Who is that? So one who finds happiness within and not in external things, and one who knows that he is not the doer. That person is a wise man. Then Krishna talks about what is karma yoga. So this chapter is about Karma Yoga, action in Krishna consciousness. What is Karma Yoga? It is the work done with devotion and detachment. But what is the motivation for the work here? It is purification of the heart and service to others. It is not, material profits. Now, Krishna talks about knowledge that gives equal vision, and that is our verse today. So, avidya or ignorance is the root cause of our suffering, and that is why we are here. So, when we realize that with the knowledge that the Supreme Being is in everyone, that gives us equal vision. And ultimately, what does it result in? It results in inner peace. So Krishna gives the last verse is the peace formula, right? Knowledge that Krishna is the ultimate enjoyer, controller, and well-wisher. And when we know this, that he is the controller, but he is also our well-wisher, then we get peace by leading a Krishna-conscious life while living in this world. So this is a small chapter, starts off with Karma Yoga, and Krishna says how practicing Karma Yoga, which is action and devotion and detachment, can result in peace and liberation. Okay. So this verse, we are going to split it into 3 principles. The verse talks about 3 principles, right? One is true knowledge, which is Vidya. Second is Vinay, which is humility. And third is Samadarshina, that is equal vision. When we all saw Nrsimha movie, kids? Okay. So when Prahlad Maharaj gets that vision of Krishna in everything, he gets blissful. Until then, he feels lonely. But when Krishna mercifully gives him that vision, he becomes blissful. So that is Samadarshina. So I just took a snapshot of that. Okay. So, dear devotees, which amongst these fields is real knowledge? Can somebody tell me? Can you see the slide? Okay. Which special? None? Really? You cannot see, Prabhu? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know how to zoom it. It says business, engineering, biology, mathematics, management, physics. Anything? Wow. You don't need to be in this class then, Hare Krishna, because I was thinking it is my field, biology. So you're right. Real knowledge should give us 3 things. First is our identity. Real knowledge should tell us what is our identity. And our identity we found out in chapter 2. Krishna tells us our identity, right? What was it? That we are part and parcel. And we are spirit souls. That is our identity. We are not bodies. Can somebody recall some verses that tell us that? Or just the meaning of the verses from chapter 2, which elaborate our identity? Yes, Prabhu.
Never has there been a time when I did not exist, nor you, nor any of this.
Na eva tva jatu nasham na. Thank you, Prabhu. Wonderful. Yes, there was never a time that I did not exist, nor you, nor these kings, and there will never be. So wonderful. Anything else? What about the verse that says the soul transmigrates from one body to another, just like we move? Dehi no asmin yatha dehe. Wonderful. Any other verse? What about changing the clothes?
Can't be burned by fire or can't be cut by...
Thank you. Na jayate mriyate va kadachin nayam bhutva bhavita najbhuya. What about changing the clothes? Like how we change the clothes, the soul changes bodies. Thank you. Vashamsi Jayarnani Yathavihai. So yes, that is our identity, that we are souls. Next, knowledge should give us what is Lord's identity. We should know what is Lord's identity. So, dear devotees, what is Lord's identity? Who is Krishna? He's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And can you recall which verses does he say that I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Yeah. What about the one where he says, I am the controller, I am the supreme enjoyer, I am the well-wisher? Which verse is that? That one is also right, but that is leave everything and come to me. Which one is where he says, I am the supreme controller? Bhoktaram Yagna Tapasam, right? This same chapter, last verse, Bhoktaram Yagna Tapasam, he says, I am the supreme controller, I am the beneficiary of all the austerities you do, and I am your well-wisher. Another verse. What about the Chatushloki Gita? Any verse comes in mind from that? What about not Bhoktaram, Aham Sarvasva Prabhavo, Matta Sarvam Pravartate. So I am the source of the material and the spiritual creation. Nothing is beyond me. And one who knows that will do devotion, full devotion. What about the one which says, everything rests on me, like the pearls rest on a necklace? Matta Paratram Nanya. Wonderful. Okay, so that is the second identity. We know what is our identity. We know Lord has given his own identity in Bhagavad Gita. Now we need to know what is the relationship between the two. What is the relation between us as soul and the Lord? So what are the verses which say what is the relationship between the two? Anything comes in mind? What about the verse that somebody was saying, we are the fragmental, eternal fragmental parts and parcels of the Lord? Which verse is that? Mame vamsha jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana. Mame eva amsha. You are my amsha. Jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana. Mana shasthani indriyani prakrite sthani karshati. But because of these 6 senses, which include the mind, the soul is struggling very hard. That is what Krishna says. And which one does this one say that I am in your hearts as Paramatma? Anybody? Ishvara sarva bhutanam riddeshe arjuna tishtati. Brahmayan sarva bhutani yantra rudhani bharata. Okay, so now that is real knowledge. So we saw why real knowledge. Why is it called real knowledge? Because it gives these 3 things. Now Krishna has called this real knowledge as Raja Vidya. Raja Vidya is the king of knowledge. And because it is king of knowledge, it gives us, what does it give us? Sambandha Gyan. So what we found out about our identity is the Sambandha Gyan, right? Second is Abhideya. What is Abhideya? What do we need to know in this? What do we need to do in this world? That is Abhideya. And third is Prayojan Gyan. That is what is our goal. So this is SAP, mnemonic SAP. So we need to know why we are here, what are we supposed to do, and what is our ultimate goal. Any knowledge that can give us that is the king of knowledge. Any knowledge that deflects us from that is not real knowledge, right? So material knowledge actually deflects us from that. So this is why Krishna calls it Raja Vidya. And then we can say this verse, Bhagavad Gita 9.2. Let's do call and response. Raja Vidya Raja Guyam Pavitram idam uttamam Pratyaksha vagamam dharmyam Susukham kartum avyayam. So Krishna is saying what to Arjuna? What? This is Raja Vidya. So this is the king of the knowledge. This is Raja Guyam. It is very confidential. And it is Pavitram. It is pure. It is Uttamam. So it is the most superior. Why? Why is it Uttamam? Because Pratyaksha Vagamam Dharmyam. Because you can experience it by direct perception. You can try it out and see for yourself. That is why this is an experiential knowledge. That is why it is so perfect. And it is Susukham Kartum Avyayam. This is the most important. Why? Because it is joy-giving. It gives us joy and it is everlasting. It will not change with the material world. This knowledge was true 5,000 years ago. It will be true 5,000 years from now. It is true in India. It is true in America. So that is why it is everlasting. So this is Raja Vidya. Now how do you receive this Raja Vidya? So let us look into that. So Raja Vidya, or this transcendental knowledge, comes down as mercy. It descends. It is not an ascending process. Any other education we do, we ascend to it, right? We have to get qualifications and we come up. This one is reverse. It will come down to us. But what do we need? We need the mercy of the Lord. So not intelligence, we need mercy. So that is why this is a different process, so transcendental. Now let us compare in one slide, what is the difference between getting material knowledge versus getting spiritual knowledge? So what is material knowledge? Knowledge about matter. But what is matter? Matter is temporary. Matter is ephemeral. So when you get temporary knowledge, it is not something that it will not be true in every circumstance. It will change. Our theories change, hypotheses change, science changes. So that is the problem. Another problem is that it brings us false identity. isn't it? Because when I will get material knowledge, I'll think I'm the doctor, I'm lawyer, but what happens with this? With this false, it's only, the identity is only limited to the body. It's not to our soul. And when we die, that identity is lost. Actually, even in this world, that identity will be lost. How? Once I retire, I'm no more a doctor. So I'll say I was a doctor or I was a lawyer, you know. So that is the problem with our false identity, that it creates bondage. It creates bondage because it is limited to our body. It is not going any deeper than that. Then what about spiritual knowledge? That is totally different. Knowledge of the spirit soul or knowledge of spirit. But spirit is eternal. So this knowledge is eternal. And what does it do? It actually releases one from the false ego because it gives us the true identity. And that is why it is the source of liberation. So you see how material knowledge, how there is problems with that. And that is why material knowledge is also called as avidya or nescience. Now let us see what Krishna has to say about material knowledge. So we'll do call and response. This verse is from 245. Traigunya Vishaya Veda Nistraigunya Bhavarjuna Nirdvando Nitya Sattvastho Niryoga Kshema Atmavan. The Vedas deal mainly with the subject of the three modes of material nature. O Arjuna, become transcendental to these three modes. Be free from all dualities and from all anxieties for gain and safety, and be established in the self. So what is Krishna advising Arjuna? That even the Vedas are material knowledge. Why? Because they don't go beyond the modes. They are still stuck with the at most mode of goodness. They don't go beyond that. Because what are they saying? How to get dharma, artha, kama, moksha. That's it. They are not teaching us Krishna Prem. So that is why Krishna is advising Arjuna, go beyond them. Use transcendental knowledge. And what is transcendental knowledge? Janma karma cha me divyam, right? If you know about the Lord's appearance, pastimes, that is transcendental knowledge. So now, what is the problem with material knowledge? There is huge problem. So let us see Sri Ishopanishad, verse number 9. Again, call and response. Andam tama pravishyanti ye avidyam upasate tato bhuya ivate tamo yayu vidyayam ratha. Those who engage in the culture of nescient activities shall enter into the darkest region of ignorance. Worse still are those engaged in the culture of so-called knowledge. So this is what Rupa Goswami is saying in Sri Ishopanishad, that those who are acquiring just material knowledge, not spiritual knowledge, what will happen to them? They will go in the darkest regions. And those who are thinking that they are acquiring knowledge in the form of spiritual knowledge, but it is actually material knowledge, will go in even darker places. So this is the problem. So it is not an option whether we should acquire spiritual knowledge. It is not an option. It is a necessity for us that we need spiritual knowledge to survive in this world. You know, we hear people, Thanksgiving is coming, and we hear people that we don't have time to come to the center, we are busy, lives are busy, understandable, but we will have time to stand in the line of Apple store for 3 hours to get the latest iPhone. So we need to determine, you know, where should we use our time. Time is what we have, and if we prioritize it with our intelligence, we will use it in the right way. So I wanted to give a snapshot of our time left in years. So this is what we have. Each diamond is a year. And assuming a 90-year lifespan, well, Prabhuji's, usually the average life expectancy is 75, Mataji's is 85, but let's give 90 years. Yes. So if we do 90 years, this is the time we have. So just imagine 90 diamonds, that's all we have. Okay. Now what I did was I wanted to see how much time do I have left. So this is, can you see? No. This is me. the red is my time that's gone, and the white is what remains. And I have used or abused that time in acquiring material knowledge and doing everything else, and now I am in spirituality, and this is all I got. And you can do the same thing if you go on this website, Brian Braun, and see how much time you have. So it just gives a little snapshot of, the reality of time. Imagine these diamonds in a spoon. This is a teaspoon of diamonds. That's all we have in terms of our years. So let's use it very, very wisely. These are diamonds we have. The year end is coming. We all have to make goals. We all, have to decide what to do next year. Exercise is okay, but spiritual exercise is also a must. All right, so we completed the first thing, which was real knowledge. That is Vidya. Now let's come to Vinay. So Vinay is humility. And just like Vidya is the king of all knowledge, Vinay is the king of all virtues. It is one virtue on which all the virtues depend. If you think about it, if we have the humility, then everything else falls in place. And humility is a virtue that is both acquired and required. It is required in attaining spiritual knowledge, and it is also acquired when you get spiritual knowledge. So we all know about, the cup, the empty cup, or the story. So do you know about the story of the full cup? There was once a scholar who went to a spiritualist, and he went there to get spiritual knowledge. But when he went there, he started talking about his own knowledge and his own realizations and his own philosophies. So the spiritualist started pouring tea in a cup. And he kept pouring, and it started overflowing. So the scholar said, "Wait, what are you doing? It is overflowing." So the monk or the spiritualist said, "This is what you are. You're already full. What can I give you? You're already full of it." So we need to keep our cup empty to get the spiritual knowledge. That is humility. Now, what do we fill our cups with? If we take a look into it, material knowledge gives us pride. When we get material knowledge, we get pride. And because of pride, what do we get? Arrogance. That, I'm better than this devotee because I'm a doctor, so I'm better than this devotee. Well, that's a problem. And then because of arrogance, we have greed. Not for material greed, but actually for name, fame, adoration. That is even the worst greed. So it is filling up our cup. And finally, envy. Envy from other devotees or other people's success is a big problem. So that is what we are filling our cup with. Now, so then how do we approach a spiritual teacher? Let us look at an example. Let us see how Sanatan Goswami submitted to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sanatan Goswami met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Varanasi. In Varanasi, Mahaprabhu had gone, and then he was invited by Prakashanand Saraswati and other devotees, other Mayavadis, to come in their meeting, so to say, and all of them became devotees. But his real reason to go to Varanasi was to meet Sanatan Goswami. Now, Sanatan Goswami is not somebody less important. He was the chief minister of West Bengal. He knew more than 10 languages. And he was very rich. And besides that, spiritually, he was reading Bhagavatam from age 10. So he was, up there. But this is how he approached them. Let us do call and response for this one too. There are beautiful verses from Chaitanya Charitamrit, Madhya Leela. Tabe sanatana prabhura charane dhariya. Danya vinati kare dante trinalaya. Anicca jati nicca sangi patita adhama. Kuvishaya kupe padi goyanu janama. Apanara hita hita kichu na jani. Gramya vyavahare pandita tai satyamani. Translation: putting a straw in his mouth and bowing down, Sanatana Goswami clasped the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and humbly spoke as follows. I was born in a low family and my associates are all low-class men. He's talking about Rupa Goswami, everybody. I myself am fallen and am the lowest of men. Indeed, I have passed my whole life fallen in the well of sinful materialism. I do not know what is beneficial for me or what is detrimental. Nonetheless, in ordinary dealings, people consider me a learned scholar, and I am also thinking of myself as such. So this is how Sanatana Goswami, and when he said this, Mahaprabhu said, "You're breaking my heart." You know, he was so mesmerized. And what does it mean by breaking my heart? Like all his mercy was flowing to Sanatana Goswami. He actually stayed there for 2 months just to instruct Sanatana Goswami. So question can arise, how do we cultivate this humility? You know, some people will have it naturally, I don't. And so how do we cultivate it? Any ideas? Yes, Prabhu.
Well, by applying what we read in the 5.18.
That's right.
Everyone is a wonderful conscious of God. And when you do that, you don't really see any differences between your status as a doctor or me as a piano.
Yeah, true. What else? Any other ideas?
We can just look towards ourselves rather than
Comparing others.
What I am doing, what I am.
So look within rather than look at others. Yes. What about, I see Vamsi Krishna Prabhu, right? He's standing all the way in the back. You can't even see him. And I don't even know if he's there today. But I want to be like him. Why? Because he does menial service. And menial service gives humility. You know, so that is a practical way of becoming humble, is when you actually make yourself vulnerable and render menial service. When you go out and distribute books on the streets, that gives humility. So that is what. And Srila Prabhupada has given us this culture of humility. Srila Prabhupada has taught us that we call everybody Prabhus. And what does that mean? That you are our master. And we call ourselves Das. So that is the mood we need. That you are my Prabhu, I bow down with respect to you. Please accept my humble obeisances. So what is that? That I am bowing down to you with respect, reverence, and adoration. So please accept my humble obeisances. So that is how I have a feeling that we should cultivate humility. Okay, then I said, we said humility is both required, but it is also acquired in the process of real knowledge. So real knowledge will also give humility, like Lalit Prasad Prabhu said, that when you know this knowledge, it will give you humility. Because 3 things. Humility will tell us what is our actual material identity. It is not a doctor, it's not a lawyer, it's not a teacher. It is a speck in this whole universe. That's all we are. We are just a little tiny speck in this universe. Don't you think so? The universe is so vast and there are so many other universes. How Krishna deflated Brahmaji's ego when he came and he was like, who Brahma? What do you mean who Brahma? I am the Brahma. But when he saw Brahmas with 10,000 heads, his ego got deflated. And that is what we are. Our position is just like that. We are a very tiny speck. So, there is no need to be proud about that. And then our spiritual identity, what is our spiritual identity? Mahaprabhu said, we are their dasanu dasanu das. We are Jivera Nitya Sarupa Krishna, Krishna Nitya Das. Thank you. And third, we are not even the doers. Just the verse before this talks about 3 doers. That one is material energy has to facilitate any action. Second, Krishna has to sanction your action. And third, you have to desire. So we are only desirers and we can endeavor, but that's about it. We do not do anything else. Okay, now, dear devotees, the next slide I want to present is Srila Prabhupada himself talking about humility. And this is an excerpt that he had given as a part of lecture in Los Angeles and the inauguration of Sri Sri Rukmini Dwarkadish. So let us hear what Srila Prabhupada has to say.
Jimang bhaktya prajaj. The real thing is bhakti. What you can offer to Krishna, everything belongs to Krishna. What you have got? What is your value? And what is the value of your things? It is nothing. Therefore, the real thing is bhaktya. Real thing is your feeling. Krishna, kindly take it. I have no qualification. I am most rotten fallen. But I have brought this thing for you. Please take it. This will be accepted. Don't be perturbed. Always be careful. You are dealing with Krishna. That is my request.
Right? We are dealing with Krishna. You know how Srila Prabhupada says, sit properly in one of the chanting sessions. So this is exactly like this. Don't be puffed up. You're dealing with Krishna. We need to remember that, right? Okay, now we'll change course. So we did Vidya and we did Vinay. Now we're going to do equal vision. But before that, I would like to do a poll for everyone. And let's see if this works. I will request you all to take your phone. We'll use it for spiritual purpose. And if you can use your camera to scan the QR code, you will go on a website where there will be 3 questions. And these are 3 scenarios that there is no right answer. We see what do you think is what you will be doing. So let's give that a try. Is everybody on the website? This is my first time trying out, so we'll see. If not, we'll do the traditional way. Okay. Please let me know if I can move to the next slide. Anybody needs more time to scan it? Everybody good? Okay. So, question number 1. Scenario number 1. You are asked by your ISKCON center to lead a book table and distribute books for a 3-day weekend. Which place will you choose? New York Stock Exchange building, local Hindu non-ISKCON temple, county jail and detention facility, or any of the above? You can put in your responses, so hopefully we will be able to see them here. Is everybody getting that? I'm not sure why it's not showing. Oh, my bad. Okay. Yes, that's why it's not showing. Hang on one second. I needed to do, that's where, Prabhu, I needed your help actually. Let's see. Where is my arrow? My arrow is on the TV, but I need to move it to my laptop.
Bring this to the left. Think like two screens.
Okay, got it. Okay. And then screen mirroring, I need to stop the extending. And then I need to go here. Okay, and then display settings. Sorry, give me just 1 second. I'll try to pull this. ISKCON Cincinnati. Hare Krishna. Mirror for built-in display. Okay, there you go. And then I go here. Okay, let's see if that works. Actions, go to activity, and present. Okay, would you mind putting your responses again? Oh, that's not the question, sorry. Here. Okay, we got the responses. Did everybody get a chance to respond? Okay, so 61% said any of the above, 16% said county jail, 16% said local Hindu temple, and 6% said New York City. Okay, local Hindu temple is 19% now. All right, wonderful. Okay, we'll go to the next question. Next question is, a devotee has been regularly attending Mangal Aarti since 1 year, but disappears for the rest of the morning program and shows up again during breakfast. One day, out of curiosity, you quietly follow him and see he's smoking cigarettes. What will you do? For now, I will avoid associating with him, or second, I will continue to associate with him. What would you do? Is everybody responded? Jai, that's that's wonderful. 4, 7. Come on. Okay, did everybody get a chance to respond? Okay, all right. Now we'll go to the third and the last poll scenario question. Oh, I need to clear this response. Okay. Your daughter, who loves caring for animals, has 4 offers for a summer volunteering opportunity. Which one will you advise her to choose? Animal shelter, math instructor at Kumon, leading a Girl Scout team, or working at a jewelry shop? What will be your advice for your daughter to choose as a summer job? And she's already gotten offers from all these. So 94%, 91% animal shelter, some math instructor, some leading a Girl Scout team, 11% leading a Girl Scout team. Okay, nice. Nobody wants the kids to work at jewelry shop? Come on. Okay, wonderful. So, did everybody get a chance to respond? Okay, I'm going to go back to my presentation. Sorry for this little thing. Okay, I just need to learn how to do this. ISKCON Cincinnati. Prabhu, how do I go back? Display settings, right? And then use. Oh, okay, my bad, sorry. Screen mirroring, ISKCON Cincinnati. I learned how to do this, but again I forgot. Okay, and then use as extended display, right? No, I want to use it as extended display. How do I do that? No. Screen mirroring. Display settings. Oh, maybe stop mirroring. Okay. There you go. Sorry. Okay, so next, what we'll do is we will do the third part of the talk, which is equal vision or samadarshita. So, what is samadarshita? What is equal vision? A wise person endowed with knowledge and humility is samdarshi. And what is that samdarshita? It is to see the Lord in everybody's heart, to see everyone as spirit soul, and to see everyone as God's children. That is really samdarshita. And Krishna here has given 5 examples, 5 very distinct examples for samdarshita. For a person who is samdarshi, how does he see these 5 things? And what are they? Brahmana. And what is who is a Brahmana? Brahmana is really somebody who is at the top. He is the preacher. Krishna says that Brahmanas are my head. So, he's pure, he's in mode of goodness. Second, we say Gavi. So Gavi is cow. Again, cow is in the mode of goodness. Third is Hastini, which is elephant. Elephant is, we say mad elephant offense, right? So elephant is in the mode of passion. Then Shuni or dog. And then the outcast is the dog eater, which is Swapake. And through these 5 examples, Krishna has given the entire gamut of living beings. How is that so? Because they are not from evolution, but from the consciousness. So Brahmana has the highest consciousness, and the dog eater has the lowest consciousness. And the other thing is the modes. So Brahmana and cow are in the mode of goodness. Elephant is in the mode of passion, and dog eater are in the mode of ignorance. Now if you see material vision versus spiritual vision, what does material vision see? So material vision will see only as far as the body, because we as spirit souls are covered with many coverings. We have not only the body, but we are covered with different modes at different points in time, and we have our own conditionings. And these conditionings we are carrying from life after life. They are called vasanas. So when we see with your material vision, what are we seeing? Only up to the bodies. And how many bodies are there? There are 8.4 million species. So we are seeing everybody as different. This person is different this way. I like this person, I don't like this person, he is not nice to me, he is nice to me. That is what material vision is showing, right? But when we see with our spiritual vision, when we know that there is Lord in everyone's heart, then we are penetrating through all these coverings and seeing the spirit soul. And then we can see that everybody is the part of Lord. So it is Satchidananda. So everybody is Satchidananda, but because of the different modes, they are acting differently. If we can determine that it is the modes that are acting on a person, the person itself is pure, then our vision will totally change, right? So that is the difference. Now, what does Krishna say about the destination of someone who can acquire this equal vision? So in 5.19, Krishna says that those whose minds are established in the sameness and equanimity have already conquered the conditions of birth and death. They are flawless like Brahman, and thus they are already situated in Brahman. And then in 6.30, Krishna says, for one who sees me in everything and everything in me, I am never lost, nor he is ever lost to me. So what is he attaining? He's attaining the Prayojan goal. And what is that? Liberation and Krishna's constant association. That is what, so remember the picture with Prahlad Maharaj? When Prahlad Maharaj saw Paramatma and everybody, he felt like he was in constant association with the Lord. So that is what a samdarshi person can see. Now question arises, does equal vision mean equal interaction? When we see everybody equally, does it mean that we are interacting with everybody equally? What do you think? No, because we don't interact the same way as a cow as we do with a tiger, right? Tiger we run away, but cow we will go. So no, right? Yeah. Now for Arjuna, what does it mean? Does it mean inaction for Arjuna? When he saw Duryodhan and he saw Yudhishthir, should he have equal vision for both? And if he should, then in what way? What do you think? So Krishna is speaking this to Arjuna, right? Because equal vision would mean, okay, then maybe no need for war. Duryodhan is equal to Yudhishthir. No, but equal vision for Arjuna here means this is not a fight between my brothers and my cousin brothers. It is beyond that. It is a war for the greater goodness for the society, for the general welfare of the society, and Krishna wants this. So that is the equal vision. He can respect Duryodhan, but that does not mean that he shuns away from the duty of his performing the war. So that is the difference. Equal vision, but appropriate reciprocation. Reciprocation should be different. We respect everyone, but we have to reciprocate differently. And one example is in NOI verse number 5. So verse number 5, and this Jai Prabhu had also mentioned, that there are 3 kinds of devotees. So we are distinguishing them by levels. And what are they? Uttama, Madhyam and Kanishta. And based on what is an Uttama Adhikari? How do you define an Uttama Adhikari? Or a pure devotee? His knowledge would be strong. And his faith is also strong. And when somebody sees him, they will chant Hare Krishna. So that is an Uttama Adhikari. What about a Madhyam Adhikari? His knowledge is weak or strong? Weak. Faith is strong, but knowledge is weak for a Madhyam Adhikari, right? And Madhyam Adhikari, the second definition is he's initiated and he is also worshipping the deity. But what about Kanishta or the beginner Adhikari? His knowledge is weak or strong? Weak. His faith? Weak. And he is only worshipping devotees or Krishna? Deity. So Krishna. He's only worshipping Krishna in the temple. So those are the 3 levels. And in NOI, what does it say? For Kanishta Adhikari, for the beginner devotee, you offer mental obeisances in your mind. For Madhyam Adhikari, you offer Dandavat Pranam, offer obeisances. And for Uttama Adhikari, you serve them. So this is how we have to reciprocate. We are seeing them equally, respecting equally. We are not going to disrespect any devotee, but reciprocation has to be different. Then at the level of Madhyam Adhikari is a preacher, because Uttama Adhikari is going to see everybody at the same level. So even an Uttama Adhikari or a pure devotee has to come down to the level of a medium devotee to preach. So Madhyam Adhikari does what? he differently reciprocates with Krishna. With Krishna, it is love. With devotees, it is friendship. With innocent or ignorant, it is mercy. And with envious, he stays away. So, prema, maitri, kripa, upeksha. That is Madhyamadhikari's interaction. And think about Krishna. How does Krishna reciprocate? Even Krishna says, ye yatha mam prapadyante. As you surrender to me, as your devotion is, that's how I will reciprocate. Everybody is equal for Krishna, but it is our love. How do we reciprocate with Krishna? And then Krishna will reciprocate accordingly. So with this, I wanted to just think about what could be examples of such samdarshi people. We have so many wonderful examples in ISKCON, and I put one there. Okay, no, maybe not. I did not put one. I put everybody. Okay, so Krishna. Krishna doesn't differentiate. He will go in an ant as Paramatma, and he will go in Indra as Paramatma. It's the same Paramatma. So Krishna doesn't differentiate. And then the second example is of Maharaj Shibi. Anybody knows the story of Shibi? So Maharaj Shibi was a king who put his own life in line to protect the pigeon. But he gave equal reciprocation, or not equal respect to the pigeon and the eagle who had come to eat the pigeon. And he said, you take my body, as much as the pigeon weighs, you take that much of my skin, my flesh. And then they found out that he was being tested by Indra and I think Agni Dev. And then Mahaprabhu went to Jharkhand and all the animals became devotees. So equal vision. He told them, chant the name of Hare Krishna, and everybody started chanting. And then our own Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada gave Krishna consciousness from Bavari to Vraj, right? Like he did not make any difference. In fact, there was one example where His Holiness Tamal Krishna Goswami said, Srila Prabhupada, where do you want to go? Do you want to go to now, we have options, West Africa or Paris and one more place. And he said, West Africa, let's go there. He never said, okay, there is my place in Paris is much better, so I'm going to go there. No, nothing like that. So that is how we need to take examples and follow them. Okay, so we did the three things, Vidya, Vinaya and Samdarshita. Now let us see how this verse can apply or how we can apply this in our life. So three things again. First, this verse is the test for spiritual advancement. How are we progressing? So a devotee is not a senior devotee because of the number of years we have spent in Krishna consciousness. Or a devotee is not a devotee by the number of verses he can memorize. No. What is the spirit? What is the advancement? That can you be empathetic? Can you feel the pain of somebody else's pain? Because my consciousness, the consciousness in me is the same as in you, then your pain, could I feel your pain as my pain? And that is Vaishnava is Paradukha Dukhi. That is what it means, right? That Vaishnava is Paradukha Dukhi because he's Samdarshi. He can see everybody equally, therefore their pain is his pain. And that is why he's the well-wisher of all. Because their happiness doesn't cause him envy. Somebody's progress doesn't cause him envy. He will be happy for them. So that is what we need. And then what about Vaishnava Aparadh? Now there will be no Vaishnava Aparadh, dear devotees. If we can do this verse, then there will be no Vaishnava Aparadh because that will totally get uprooted. Why? Because the reason we do Vaishnava Aparadh is we see everybody differently. Even in our own center, what is the population of Cincinnati? About 300,000. How many of us are assembled here? Max 100. So 0.03% of us are here. It's so rare, right? Chanting the holy name is so rare. And even then, we distinguish between devotees. We need to stop that. We need to say that, oh my God, there is another person who's chanting Hare Krishna. And that is our connection with them. Instead of saying this devotee does this and this devotee, we need to go beyond these conflicts. Because really we are such a minority, but so special. Krishna says, right, that, Vasudev, Sa Mahatma Su Durlabha. They are very, very rare souls who can chant Krishna's name. It is not what do you say, we should not take this for granted, that we are just chanting because, we got something. No, we have been gifted the holy name. So we have to take care of it very, very nicely. So this is our test of spiritual advancement. That can we follow this verse and then and use that as a parameter to progress. Next, this verse stimulates us to explore our own biases. We all have biases and prejudices. What does prejudice mean? That we are just looking at a person and we have some pre-made notions. We haven't even met them, or we haven't even spoken to them, but just by their bodily appearance we may have some notion, or just by some third-party information, and that is called prejudice. And if you look at it, all of us have prejudices. It could be about prejudice about education. I might be prejudiced towards people who are physicians, or somebody who's less educated. I might not favor them, or based on their, Matajis or Prabhujis, feminism. There's so many of them. Body weight. We may make fun of somebody who weighs more, and those are all biases. So that is where equal vision comes into play. That no, they are spirit souls. It's just the body. It's just their coverings that are different, right? And Prabhupada used to call these biases as isms, ISMS, isms. So, we have to move above these isms. And then, so this was at the personal level. How can we apply this verse? What about at the community level, at the nation level? So this verse gives, Krishna by this saying this, gives us the true way to show what is unity in diversity, isn't it? Our world is even more fragmented now, even more separated. And this verse tells us the real way to move forward. So Srila Prabhupada said that ISKCON is an example of true united nations. That's what Srila Prabhupada said. And you see all these devotees here. So think about it. All of us have different bodies. We come sometimes from different parts of India, outside India. So we are all coming from different places. We even speak different material languages. But when we come to the center, what are we doing? We are glorifying Krishna by chanting his holy name. So we all say, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That is unity. Because we can all speak the same language when we come here. When you go to some place, Europe, Paris, we don't know their language. But when we meet the devotees there, we all say the same language. Isn't that beautiful? So that is why it is the true United Nations. Okay, so in summary, what did we do? A person with real knowledge and humility sees everyone with equal vision. Real knowledge provides sap, sambandh, abhideya, prayojan. Humility is both required and acquired in gaining knowledge. And we need to keep our cup empty. Our hand should be like this, not like this. That is for Krishna to keep. We have to keep it like this. We are not the doers. We are only desirers. Equal vision is to see everyone as spirit soul and within everyone the supreme soul. And the practical applications are that this is a true test of spiritual advancement. It is a true path to universal brotherhood, and it is self-introspection of biases, what we carry. So, I wanted to discuss the questions again, and most of you are already exalted. So, first question was that you come to the ISKCON center and you are allotted a 3-day weekend and you can choose. So New York Stock Exchange, what mode is New York Stock Exchange in? Okay. Local Hindu temple, mode of goodness. County jail. So we should not pick and choose. Sometimes it may be that, okay, I can connect to somebody better, but wherever Krishna sends, we should be ready to go. A devotee who comes to Mangal Aarti but then disappears and then comes back again for Prasadam. And this is a true story. One of my Shiksha Gurus, His Grace Balram Shakti Prabhu, he's from ISKCON Chowpatty. So this happened in ISKCON Chowpatty that a devotee was doing this for a while, and he was a new devotee, and there was one seasoned devotee, senior devotee, who once went in and he caught the person smoking. And he said, Prabhu, you are such a duplicitous person. You smoke and then you come back and you put your tilak and kanthi and you pretend to be a great devotee. And he confronted him that way. And this devotee who was smoking started tearing down, and he said, Prabhu, please forgive me, but I was a chain smoker. And with Krishna's mercy, slowly I have cut down to 3 or 5 cigarettes a day. But if I don't do that, I get very jittery. So Krishna is helping me from becoming from the chain smoker to cutting down. But if you bar me from coming to the temple, then I will get lost. So please help me. And then that devotee, senior devotee said, oh my God, who's a better devotee here? Who has more faith in Krishna? Is it me because my number of years, or is it this new person who has so much of faith on Krishna? So we should not just judge them by their behavior. And third is your daughter, or maybe Prisha, who loves animals, and now she has an offer for 4 jobs. Okay. Now, dharma should be based on your inclination, your tendency. So, math instructor seems like a very good job. It is a position of a maybe, education or lead or a brahmana in terms of the 4 varnas. So, that could be one. Leading a Girl Scout team, that's a leadership position, so more like a Kshatriya. Working at a jewelry shop would be more like a Vaishnava, right? A business person. An animal shelter would be a Shudra. So he's like, yeah, you like animal shelter, but maybe you should not do that. So no, let the children explore and have their own inclination, and we need to support that. Even if they want to do something that does not gel in with the class of mind that you have for them, but we need to give them the chance and let them explore. So with that, I would like to conclude. This verse was also very special because my Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Giriraj Swami Maharaj, this was the first verse he was allotted to give class on in Boston. So I take his blessings, and with your blessings, if I have said something wrong, please correct me. And if I have said something right, it's all from his mercy, and I would like to follow his footsteps in service to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you. We'll take any questions, reflections, comments, or any corrections.
I'm jubilant.
There you go, that's the word.
I'm jubilant. Jubilant was a word that a speaker came up here and said that whenever we see another devotee, we should be jubilant. And I said, what's jubilant mean? I had to look it up in the dictionary. And actually, I forgot what it meant. But I'm happy to see you and give a great class. You know, what I really liked was how you broke down the Brahmin, the cow being in the mode of goodness. I never heard this before, this years, and it was just, I feel healed, you have a very soothing voice, and I think everybody here feels some kind of contentment. Thank you. I mean, you did a great job. Thank you.
Remember what I was saying in the beginning of the class, that when Lalita Prasad Prabhu comes, he just appreciates everyone. This is what he is.
I'm jubilant.
That's also quality of a devotee, like you were saying, Mataji, right? Appreciating everybody's. Yes, Haribol.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for the talk, Mataji. My question is, how do you practice perceiving Krishna in people that are actively causing harm in your life or in the life of others, loved ones, or devotees?
Yeah. That is a very good question. How do you practice seeing Krishna in somebody who's hurting you? So one thing I would say is, remember, we are not the doers. That person is also not the doer. Whatever you are suffering or I am suffering is actually because of me only. That person is just an instrument in Krishna's plan. And whatever is happening in the form of suffering is probably for our betterment and our purification. So seeing that person as an instrument rather than as the cause of your suffering would help. Knowledge about these scriptures, knowledge about who you are, who that person is, really helps. And then trying to put that in practice is what I feel. would help. But sufferings, the three ways that sufferings are caused, one of the ways is Adi Bhautik, which is from others. The two others are from your own self, from your own mind, which also contributes. Your mind keeps saying, hey, this is the guy, he's the one who's cause of all trouble. So mind is the second part. And third is, of course, Adi Devik, which is the calamities and stuff. So that's what I think.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for the wonderful class, Mataji.
Thank you.
I had a question. So today there was a wasp on my sliding door, and so I did recognize that the wasp is also a spirit soul. However, I am afraid of the wasp, and also Lalita Prasad is allergic if we get stung. So I took the vacuum and I sucked up the wasp and I chanted Hare Krishna while I sucked him up in the vacuum. So I'm wondering, is there a better way to handle this situation in true knowledge?
Adi Guru can tell. I have learned from him how to nicely, respectfully escort these living entities who come to our place, and maybe they are not that wanted, but how. So our daughter is very scared of spiders. So we have a cup, a transparent cup, and a slider, like a hard, one of those ads. So we put the cup on the spider and we put the slider, and then we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, and then we take it out of the house. So with the wasp it is difficult, and I would not recommend that. So it is important to escort them out of the house. So I think you did the right thing, because what else could you do? And Srila Prabhupada had once given a similar thing where there was a snake, and he had said that it is okay to kill the snake because the snake currently is in the mode of ignorance, and you don't just go towards the snake because that's another living entity. You have to have that intelligence to stay away. But if it is coming in your way, it's okay to kill. And same thing Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj had also said. So that's what I think. Any other ideas about this? About the wasp? Yes, Prabhu.
I had a mouse in my apartment.
Okay.
I was able to catch it, and then I chanted one round. If it died, let it go to Krishna.
Correct. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Wonderful. Yeah, but we respect them. We don't the devotees don't unnecessarily kill something. So that is the difference, that we don't need to kill that person if we can avoid it. But if we cannot, then chant Hare Krishna. They'll get a better life. Okay. Yes, Mataji. Mataji, I'll fail your question. I'm telling you.
Thank you for the wonderful class. It was very nectarian. And I learned how to be humble from you, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Mataji.
So, Mataji, I had a question. How you said, we are not the doers. We only desire. But we have also heard that we have to endeavor, right? We have to do something. So can you explain that a little more?
Yes. So we are desirers because we need to have the right desires. With one desire, the universe will come together to fulfill it. That is what we say. But so in our free will, what do we have? That's our desire. And second is our effort. What we can give is 100% onto something, and that is in our hand. But will that result in success or not? So our 100% may result in a 0% success for us, and that at that moment of time will feel like a failure for us, that we didn't do enough or we are not good enough. But this is just a snapshot of time. Krishna has a better plan for us. If I didn't get a job somewhere and I gave my best in the interview and everything, but I didn't get it, that may seem to be a failure for me at that point in time, but it could be a much better plan in the future for us. So yes, we can desire. Our desires is what we need to purify, switching from material desires to spiritual, or making those material desires, spiritualize those material desires is what we can try. And then our effort towards those desires should be 100%. Knowing that Krishna will respond to our effort. He will not judge us based on our result. So if we are chanting, our effort should be 100%. Whether we get the result or not, let's leave it on Krishna. Let us leave it on Krishna to say how many lifetimes it will take up for us. One lifetime or many thousands like me. But yeah, that is on Krishna. Ours is only the effort. That's what I think.
Thank you.
Okay, wonderful. Hari Bol. Yes, go ahead, Shreya.
So do animals have karma? Like, you know how like they didn't want to kill the wasp, but it was like, it Prabhuji was like allergic to it. So like, do animals have like karma? That came to my mind.
That's a very good question. So Shayan is asking such an important question. Only humans have karma or animals also have karma? So from what I have read, and please correct me if I'm wrong, that the karma only applies to the human life. But human life is the loophole from which we can go up to Godhead. Animal life, they are just completing their time in that animal species. If we kill that animal before time, intentionally, then that animal has to go through something more to finish up that time. But we get their karma because of that. So karma applies to us. Time, they're finishing their time. And I shouldn't say there because I might be a wasp myself in my previous lifetime. So. Yes, Prabhuji.
It's about being humble. So first of all, class was excellent. I mean, the 3 phases that you gave. Being humble is the most difficult thing that I see. When I just go and meet some sadhu sannyasis, I know they are very humble, but they will do some act which will just say that, oh, he was so humble, but why is doing that act? But he's doing that act because of he's that spiritual master, so he's just doing that act because of some reason, which we are not at that level. And then, because being in material world, it just comes, he's not good, he's, then your humbleness is all gone for a toss. So how do we just keep our humbleness, even seeing the acts of others, which is adverse to humble? That, we just start judging people, that, yes. And then you are no longer humble. Humble is always you just keep everyone, oh, he's just doing because of XYZ reason. But how do we just keep that humbleness humble, not like, judging others?
So how do we prevent ourselves from fault finding?
Yes,
and keep that notion that, we need to still be humble. So, Prabhu, fault finding, I think, intentionally done is a problem when we are trying to cover up our own selves, our own deficiencies by finding faults in others. But you may be at the position where you need to find out the deficiencies in someone who's under you. So that spiritual master was all along humble when they gave a speech or when they gave the talk. But in a private setting, when he is with his disciple, he may say, hey, this is how I would like to do it, and this is how you need to follow. And then our mind will be like, okay, what happened to that humility? So, but that is what is the higher purpose, where that, the spiritual master is, I think, teaching that disciple many lessons through that. One is the lesson that render menial service. And this is how you have to render menial service. Second, that humility is a practice where it has to be done in any circumstance, not just, when everything is in the mode of goodness. So that is another thing. And service to the spiritual master, takes all precedence. So I feel like as a spiritual master, when they do something, sometimes it is beyond our conception. And we need to just say that this is the representative of Srila Prabhupada, the representative of Krishna, and take it in that way. I can think of an example, and maybe I'm not answering your question, but I can think of one example where His Holiness Giriraj Swami Maharaj had an incident, and he was asked by Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj to go to the bank to deposit a check. Now, Giriraj Swami Maharaj was the temple president of ISKCON Mumbai, Juhu. And he said, why me? Why do I have to go and do this check? Send anybody else. So he didn't say anything. This was in his mind. And Srila Prabhupada's room was next door. So Srila Prabhupada rang his bell. And then he said, he called both Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj and Giriraj Swami Maharaj, and he said, if I tell you to do something, that is actually Krishna telling you to do something through me. And if my representative is telling you to do something, that is actually me telling you to do something. And that was the hint that Giriraj Swami Maharaj got, that, even though he had just thought about it in his mind, but Prabhupada caught that, and he said that, how are you humble if you think that you cannot go deposit a check? So rendering that service will give humility, is what I...
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Anything else? Shall we wrap? Should we?
Okay.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you.
Let's chant Hari Bol 3 times and thank Her Grace Anandini Gopika Mataji. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. So I think I was not here, but I think Kamal Krishna was saying. So she leads our education department, right? All the kids. So today's verse was appropriate that she was able to talk. Started with Vidya, right? So teacher giving Vidya to all of us. Thank you, Mataji. And she was an instrument, right? Speaking the instructions given by our Guru Varga. So thank you so much for the wonderful class. We would also take this moment to introduce anybody who is new here for the first time. Anybody who's come here for the first time? Yes, Prabhuji. Could you somebody pass the mic? If you could tell us your name, where you're from, and how did you hear of us?
Well, I've been several times to Vrindavan, Wheeling, Virginia.
Oh, West Virginia, okay.
Yeah.
Even down.
And but in this center, this is my first time. But I come to Kailashji's Kirtan several times. And my sister, Shashi Khanna, she been telling me, and I have studied Prabhupada's Gita. But just the center, this is my first time.
So Jalmon uncle and Shashi uncle.
I really enjoyed it. And till now I've been very busy with my business and all that, and I have more time now. And I think I like it. This impression will last me for a long time. It was a very good impression. And this is what I like. I don't like just kirtan and all that and just do aarti and go home. No. This is what I like.
Spiritual education, yes.
Which awakens my soul. And that comes with that. I'm not, trying to insult anybody, but I really enjoyed it. Thank you very much.
Your good name,
Thank you.
Again? Sorry, good name. Your name again?
Pramod Verma. And
Yes.
I live in Mason. I don't live very far from here.
Yes, so please.
But
join
this
us.
was very far, I guess. So till
So
now.
we have a program every Saturday from 5 to 8:30 p.m. So please
I'm
join
gonna
us.
try my best. Nobody will stop me. Thank you very much.
Hari
Thank
Bol.
you.
So let's chant Hari Bol 3 times to thank Pramod Verma Prabhuji, and let's welcome him again. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Anybody else who's here for the first time? There is one, yes, here. Okay. I can pass.
My name is Pooja, and this is my first time to Hare Krishna Mandir. I have been to the one in West Virginia, but I was introduced to come here from my sister-in-law, and she told me about the kids program, and just gaining the knowledge about Krishna at a young age, and just kind of getting a different vibe from the whole day-to-day life. So I really enjoyed the lecture from Mataji, and it was very nice. It was a beautiful experience. Thank you for that.
Welcome Pooja Mataji by chanting Hari Bol 3 times. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. And you had your kids also here. Okay. So, Hari Bol. Can you say Hari Bol?
Can you say Hari Bol? Can you say Hare Krishna?
Krishna. Okay, anybody else? Yes, sir.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. My name is Pawan Kalakoti, and I think today is the first time when I have stayed here, this ISKCON temple. We do stay in the Kentucky, Florence city. We recently shifted here. I am from Nainital, Uttarakhand in India. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much. I really enjoyed.
Could you say your name again, Prabhu? What is it?
Pawan Kalakoti. Okay. Yeah, thanks.
Okay, let's welcome Pawan Prabhu by chanting Hari Bol 3 times. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Anybody else?
Your friend? No. So actually, my name is Manohar, and we both live together.
Okay.
So this is our first time. Yeah.
Let's welcome Manohar Prabhu also. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. That's it? Okay, so now you know you came here for the first time, but Krishna will keep inviting you again and again now. So please keep coming every Saturday whenever your schedule allows. Okay, Prabhuji.
Yeah, I can say. Okay. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Such a beautiful assembly of exalted devotees here. I am seeing Krishna everywhere. So nice. So last Saturday I was talking to you and I was saying that we have inspection for C2. Is that correct? How many of people would like to know the result of that? Hari Bol. So let's chant Hari Bol 3 times. We have been cleared. So the building authorities, the fire department, everybody has inspected C2. Chirayu Prabhu and his team has worked hard. They have put everything in place. Satyagovind Prabhu has given all the financial things to get all the electrical work done. Bansal Uncle has guided us into doing the right thing through the right channel with the right people. We have official permission to use C2 as a meditation center, as a yoga center, as kids class, as book reading club, as a gift store, and also as a restaurant and a kitchen we can make there. As of now, we have official permission to do all these activities. So, dear devotees, with everyone's permission, we can plan on going back to C2 if that is what is considered most appropriate. We also were talking about the financial aspects of things, that because Verizon has left, if we have to continue to own C2 for a period of time, we will have to up our own contribution so that we can sustain C2. So to let everybody know where we are from a financial standpoint, our treasurer, Satyagovind Prabhu, he will walk us through. And I want to tell you, he's doing such an amazing job, keeping a record of every dollar, every penny, from Govindas to all the contributions to everything goes in the donation here. He is keeping the record like meticulous and immaculate. So please chant 3 Hari Bols for all his service, and let's hear from him.
Thank you, Adiguru Prabhu. He mentioned all the names, but he is the foremost to get the permission for our C2. So Hari Bol for Adiguru Prabhu as well. I don't have a presentation. All the financials are in that display, which is just behind this pillar. We'll just take one day where we'll just walk you through entire financials and take all the questions. But as of today, we have approximately $19,000 of expenses per month for C2 and maintaining this center. This center is, again, it is done by a devotee, so it's not that big. Currently, we are able to manage because the pledges were going on from when we just started the C2. But now, because Verizon has gone, and we used to get $20,000 as a rent from Verizon, which has gone. So now it's all on us. We are started Govindas, which is contributing to some extent, not a huge, because we are still developing Govindas and we are just going out and doing catering right now. We have a food truck, which is again for a fundraising, where we'll just go and start the lunch service, where it will just go to different places to get the lunch, to again contribute towards our success of C2. But going back to C2, we have a loan of $946,000 as of this month. or 936, sorry, 936,000. And it's almost $13,000 per month, which is the mortgage payment that we have to make. And that is the biggest expense. So I think what Adi Guru Prabhu mentioned, that, we already have some big donors who are maintaining and who are helping us get to that level. So we have $10,000 to $11,000, which is a continuous flow of money. And then rest is what we have accumulated over a period of time, which we are using to just keep running C2. But I think we all just need to get together and see how can we just make it happen and just have our new C2 where we have all the permissions and we can just go and celebrate. It's a big facility, bigger facility than this. It's our own facility. This is a leased one. So it will be always be better than that. It has a more parking, and basically it's all of us that, we just own that property. And then again, as I mentioned, that I will just have all the detailed financials, walk you through each and every expense, what we do and where we get the income from and what it is, and take your suggestions, your advice of how can we just take it forward to just make it a reality to build a temple out there. Thank you. Hari Bol.
Yes. There is, I think I heard there's one more new family who we didn't get to introduce. Are they here? No? You can give the mic, Prabhu. There's one more, I think, they're here for the first time. Your name, Prabhu, and how did you...
Hello, hi, this is Suresh. I live in Mason. This is the first time I'm coming to this place. It's really wonderful to see everyone. Just thank you.
Welcome, Suresh Prabhu, by chanting Hari Bol 3 times. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. And I see your family is also there. So thank you so much for coming, and please keep coming. So we'd also like to thank our generous donors. Every week, we come here, we honor Prasadam, which is the Bhoga offered to the Lordship, and we partake of that. So that Bhoga, that offered to the Lord, and when we partake of that, it becomes Prasadam, and it purifies our body, our mind, our consciousness. So today, we have a sponsor, Karthik Santana Krishna Prabhu and family. They've sponsored it on the occasion of their younger daughter, Kanishka's 6th birthday. So let's chant Hari Bol 3 times and thank them. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. One more, yes.
We have one more new family here. Tell us your name.
Hi, my name is Venkateswar Rao. My wife name is Lavanya. I'm first time coming to this place.
Venkateshwar and Lavanya Mataji ki jai. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Okay, so we will have cake cutting for the birthday. Anybody else who celebrates the birthday also can join. But right now, first we'll do Aarti. And then after the Aarti, we'll have cake cutting, and then we'll have honor Prasadam. Okay, so we'll all rise for Aarti.
Bahubali. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Volume बड़ा bro. Samir bro. Good time, right time. Bro. Ki bajayo jayo Gaura Chande Aarti ka shobha
Ki bajayo jayo Gaura Chande Aarti ka shobha
Jana vitatavane Jaga manalo
vitakavane Jagamanaloba Gaurange Arati Shobha Jaga Janamanaloba Gaurange Arati Shobha Jaga Janamanaloba Jaga Janamanaloba Jaga Janamanaloba Gaurange Arati Shobha Jaga Janamanaloba Gaurange Arati Shobha Jaga Janamanaloba Shiva Dakhinani Saichan Ame Gadadhara Shiva Dakhinani Saichan Ame Gadadhara Nikate Advaita Shrini Vasa Chatradhara Nikate Advaita Shrini Vasa Chatradhara Shiva Bosi Ache Gaurachan Ratna Simhasane Shiva Bosi Ache Gaurachan Ratna Simhasane Arati Korena Brahma Adi Devagane Arati Korena Brahma Adi Devagane Shivanarari Adi Kori Kamaradulaya Shivanarari Adi Kori Chamaradulaya Sanjaya Mukunda Basu Goshadigaya Sanjaya Mukunda Basu Goshadigaya Shiva Shankha Baje Ghanta Baje Baje Kartala Shiva Shankha Baje Ghanta Baje Baje Kartala Madhura Medanga Baje Paramarasala Madhura Mridanga Baje Paramarasala Shankha Baje Ghanta Baje Madhur 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 Baje 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 Baje Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Shiva Bahu Koti Chandrajini Padana Ujvala Shiva Bahu Koti Chandrajini Padana Ujvala
गलदेशे बनमाला कोरे झलमाला
गलदेशे बनमाला कोरे झलमाला
शिव शिवा सुख नारदा प्रेमे गदा गदा
शिवा सुका नारद प्रेमे गदा गदा
भक्ति विनोदा देखे गौरा संपदा
भक्ति विनोदा देखे गौरा संपदा
गौरांगे आरती शोभा जग जन माना लोभा
गौरांगे आरती शोभा जग जन मान
लोभा गौरांगे आरती शोभा जग जन माना लोभा
गौरांगे आरती शोभा
जग जन माना लोभा जग जन माना लोभा
जग जन मान
लोभा जग जन माना लोभा
जग जन मान
लोभा गौरी बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल
निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल
नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमाते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी इति नामिने
नमः विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी इति नामिने
नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य सतारिणे
नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा
हरे कृष्णा Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Everybody. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
One more time. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram
Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna
banded.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare,
Jaya Gauranitai 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 Jaya Gauranitai
Jaya Gauranitai 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 Jaya Gauranitai,
Jaya Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram
Jaya Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram
Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Jaya Nitai Gaura Chandra Jaya Nitai Gaura Chandra Nitai Gaura Chandra Jaya Nitai Gaura Chandra
Jaya Nitai Gaura Chandra Jaya Nitai Gaura Chandra Jaya
Nitai Gaura Chandra Jaya Nitai Gaura Chandra Jaya Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Shri Radhe
Jaya Radha Damodara
Shri Radhe Jaya Radha Govinda Shri Radhe
Jaya Radha Govinda Shri Radhe
Jaya Radha Rasa Bihari Shri Radhe
Jaya Radha Rasa Bihari
Shri Radhe Jaya Radhe Radhe Jaya Shri Radhe
Jaya Radhe Jaya
Shri Radhe Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada
Jaya Prabhupada
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol
Ram Sankirtan ki Srila Prabhupada ki Nitai Gaur Premanandi Jai Om Shupad Brahmans Pariyogacharya Sutata His Divine Grace Eksi Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Om Shupad Brahmans Pariyogacharya Sutata Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Goswami Maharaj ki अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की नाम आचार्य दास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर सरस्वती गौर भक्तवृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिवर्धन की वृंदावन धाम की मथुरा धाम की नवद्वीप धाम की जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की गंगा माई की यमुना माई की तुलसी देवी की भक्ति देवी की समवेत गौर भक्तवृंद की निताई गौर प्रेमानंदी all glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga. All Vishnupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
नाम Namaste Nrsimhaya. Pralad Lada Daine Hiranyakashipurvakshaha Shilachankanakalai Ito Nrsimha Parato Nrsimha Yato Yato Yami Tato Nrsimha Bahir Nrsimha Hridaye Nrsimha Narasimham Adhim Sharanam Prapade Tava Kara Kamala Vare Nakha Adbhuta Shringa Dalita Hiranyakashipu Kanubhenga Keshavadvita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Jagadish Hare Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Nrsimha Bhagwan ki, Bhakta Shiromadi Shri Prahlad Maharaj ki, Jai Mata Ji ki. Kanishka. Kanishka.
Kanishka, Kartik Prabhu, Sharmila Mataji, all the whole family, please come. Sahana.
I'll hold the mic for you.
Okay, anybody wants to cut the cake with Kanishka? Kanishka, you want anybody to come and cut the cake with you? Or you just want to cut yourself? she's okay, let you cut the cake. Right? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Let's say big Hari Bol for Kanishka and bless her for on her 6th birthday. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. So, just quick announcement, like if you want to celebrate any birthday parties or anything, so center is available. You can bring all your friends, families, everybody, and you can rent it and you can celebrate your birthday, any puja or anything like that. Hare Krishna. On other days also, not only on Saturdays. Yes. You can bring them on Sundays if you want to celebrate on Sundays also. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Devotees, today is Ekadashi, so we'll have Ekadashi Prasad. And after Ekadashi Prasad, one another way to get lot of mercy on Ekadashi is to do some seva. So have quick prasad and then let's do quick seva to clean up the kitchen so that we can get all the volunteers out by 8:45. It's 8 o'clock, we can have quick prasad and let's plan so that we can get everybody out by 8:45. Hari Bol. And if there are any questions for today, for lecture, Anandini Gopika should be around, call her. For financial statement, Satya Govind Prabhu would be around. You can reach out to him. And regarding C2, if there are any questions, I am available. So please feel free to reach out to any one of us. Anil Prabhu, I have to talk to you regarding some posters. Hare Krishna.